Hello children! Today we are going to make steamed chocolate moist cake. And the ingredients that we need are a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 100 grams of evaporated milk, 25 grams of cocoa powder, an egg, 60 grams of plain flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of vanilla essence, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 90 grams of unsalted butter, 90 grams of sugar. Okay, right now we are going to melt the butter. You will need help from daddy or mommy because this is a very dangerous step. I prepared half pot of water and boil it on the stove. With a big bowl on top, I put in the butter and let it sit until it is all melted. So now your butter is partially melted. You can add in your 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Stir until your butter is all melted. Then now you can add in 90 grams of sugar. Again, mix it very well before we put in our evaporated milk. Stir the butter mixture constantly while you are adding the evaporated milk. Then you can turn off the heat and let it cool down. Remember children, this is very hot. Okay children, this can be your favorite part. We are going to sieve all the dry ingredients. So pour your plain flour and start sifting. If this is your first time doing, make sure you don't shake too hard because the flour will go all over. And now we are going to sieve the cocoa powder. Again, don't sieve too hard. Sometimes when you are sifting, you can see some big pieces like that you are not able to sieve. So you can use a spoon to push it down to break it down. And now put in the 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and the 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. After sieving, your dry ingredients should look like this. Back to the butter mixture, we are now going to pour in half teaspoon of vanilla essence. And let's mix it well. So now, crack an egg into the butter mixture. You can ask your daddy or mommy for help. Then it's your turn to mix again. Keep mixing. So right now we are going to mix the butter mixture into the dry ingredients, but we are going to do it very slowly. So pour in little by little and whisk it. Just keep mixing your batter. Now I know this part is getting harder and harder for you to mix because the mixture is very heavy. So you can ask your daddy or mommy to grab your hand and whisk together. You can stop when the batter is well mixed. And now we are going to butter our pan. Just get a little bit of butter and spread it all over the pan. This step is to prevent the cake from sticking on the pan later on when it is cooked. So now we are going to pour our batter into the pan. Now daddies and mummies, you will have to get a piece of aluminum foil to cover the batter. Just cover it, but not too tight. This is good enough. Okay, right now we are going to steam our cake. So parents, using any equipment you have at home, you have to steam the cake for 45 minutes. And if you are using the method like mine right here, you can steam it at medium heat. After 45 minutes, your cake should be done. So be careful children, this is very hot. Let your daddy or mommy to remove it and put it at a place to let it cool down. Once you remove it from the heat, you can remove the aluminum foil. Then you can allow it to cool down on a baking rack. So here's your chocolate cake. Now I am making a chocolate ganache for my chocolate cake, but this is totally optional. This chocolate ganache, I have used 60 grams of chocolate bar, 5 grams of butter, and 30 grams of evaporated milk. You can melt these ingredients just like how we melted the butter earlier. And mix it very well. And this is how your chocolate ganache should look like. I am pouring the chocolate ganache onto the cake. And of course, this is up to your creativity. You can drizzle on the cake. You can put some cut fruits on the cake. It is totally up to you. And this is how we make our chocolate moist cake. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again.